Hi, today's video is part of the sewing challenge Sew a Top, and if you're interested, please stay tuned. Hi, this is Josie. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad to have you back again and hope you're all doing well. I'm well myself, and today's video is a different one, of a different kind. It's a vlog tour organized by the amazing Claire from Penguin and Pear, and it's a challenge where various sewing vloggers have taken up each day of the month of August, where they will be reviewing an individual pattern, a top pattern, a pattern of choice really, and that's more or less to get to know more. If you're interested in following more sewing vloggers, I will link a list of most of them who will be taking part. I'm also going to attach the graphics of the various sewists who are taking part. And my video is coming to you on the 8th of August, and yesterday, which was Friday the 7th August, it was amazing Alex from Gingerhead Co. I'll also attach a link to her video at the bottom so you can go back and watch it just in case you missed it. But I'll also make sure that I add a playlist of all the sewists who have uploaded their videos from the very beginning. And reviewing this amazing pattern, this is the Peppermint wrap top. Maybe something about this pattern: if you love a free pattern, this is a free pattern. That's from the Peppermint magazine. I'll attach the link at the bottom. And this pattern is drafted by In the Folds for Peppermint magazine. They have a number of free patterns, I think, which they release every month. But however, they've requested for a small donation. It's a free pattern, you're free to download it, but they've requested for a small donation of $2, just mostly as a support to the magazine, because most small businesses are quite struggling during these tough times. So with that little donation, they believe that a little goes a long way. Any £2, if everyone donates £2 towards their patterns they download, it will make a difference really. And it's an amazing pattern that many people have sold up. I was inspired from Instagram when I saw that many people had sewn up this pattern. And with no further ado, I'll show you what the pattern is all about. It's a wrap top pattern. It comes in a few pattern pieces, however, the ties end up being so long. And this pattern is meant to be cut off. The bodice piece is supposed to be cut, so the front bodice piece is supposed to come in one part. This is supposed to be sewn in one part. You see how long this string is up to here. Then this is also another piece of the pattern. However, that's why they recommend it for wide fabrics at 60 inches wide. However, I think my fabric was wide enough, but this is supposed to be one pattern piece. It's quite a long piece. Side split mine at another point. So I created for seam allowance. So there's a seam here. I created another seam there on top of the other seam here. The straps are quite long, that they confuse me on how to wrap them around my body. You just feel like you're tying yourself over. It comes with no closures whatsoever, and also the pattern recommends that you use French seams to finish it up. I'm quite a rebel. I wanted to go against the French seams, but I knew because I had created so many seams, an extra seam here, if I had to overlock that seam, it wouldn't look so neat. And also the fabric I use, for the most time I thought it was a linen, until I sewed it up. It looks like a handkerchief fabric, which has a linen look. I'll try to show it to you here. It has a linen look of some sort. When it's all together, it looks really compact together until you open it up. It's quite transparent, if you can see. I'm not sure. I always know which fabrics I'm working with. I could call it a linen, or I could call it a handkerchief fabric. I really don't know what it is, but it has a good design to it. It comes with an opening here, which is supposed to cater for the strap. And I used French seams for most of the seams really, which I've never done. This was the first time I was sewing up French seams, and I'm glad actually I gave in. I just felt like it's a waste of time sewing in the same spot twice. It's much easier for me to sew one seam and also pass it through the overlocker. However, also because my fabric was quite fine and transparent, it's not the finest really, but it's a see-through fabric, I decided to go for French seams, so I gave myself a pat on the back. Apart from this particular seam that has the opening, where they recommend that you finish it up with an overlock and sew down the opening, so I had to sew it down over here. Other than that, it's actually a quick make. I made it in one in one day. No, that no, it's not. I didn't make it in one sitting because I was up and about doing something. But this is the pattern. It's really all right. I love it. There are a few issues I had to change. There are a few things I changed about the pattern. This is meant to just be an open sleeve that comes off around here, 3/4, and it's open. I decided to add an elasticating. I didn't do any modification to it whatsoever. I just folded down 3/4 of an inch and used 1/2 inch elastic. And it's what I used to just keep the arms in place because they were just open and all over the place. And this pattern comes in 10 sizes, and that's from size A to size J, and I made size B. From the pattern recommendations, I was supposed to cut out size B at the bust and size C at the waist, but I decided to go for size B throughout because the waist is quite big enough really. The worst that could happen is stretching it much more. And I love how everything has turned out. And also this pattern is recommended for cottons, linens, viscose, rayon, chambray, and silk. If you want a more dramatic look or a more elegant look, you can go for silk. And also they call it your trans-seasonal pattern. I believe this gives much room for layering. So for the colder months, you can wear a turtleneck top underneath. And also for the summer, you can go for the lightweight fabrics. I've got some linens in my fabric stash. Might have to go for linen. I thought I'd gone for linen, but not. And probably I hope to make up another in an African wax print fabric, one that's more vibrant. And I think that's all I made different to this pattern. I'm going to go change into it and I show you how it fits on my body. This is my finished top, really. I like how it came together. I've added the elastic, so at least the sleeves are held in one place. However, I noticed when I wrap it around myself, I know the wrap is hard to go around the wrap. Let me give you a back view. It doesn't seem as neat. I struggled to get it right at the back. Really, I just feel like I'm just wrapping myself. This is the back view, wrapped up. And this is the front, really. And it's perfect for high-waisted trousers because I think if something is quite low, it would show up a lot. I've just added a vest underneath, really. And this is the finished top. I realized if I try to wrap it a bit looser, that it's also neat at the back, get it a bit neater at the back. It was quite gaping at the front here. That's why I've decided to add a vest so I don't show so much, but I think that's all right with me really. Since it's a kind of top I could still wear over turtlenecks in the colder months. And this is the final look. The only modification I made was add elastics on the arms. But it's a beautiful pattern and it's an easy make really, which could be something a beginner can try. And this is the finished look. It's a lovely pattern. That's it with my review of the Peppermint wrap top by In The Folds. Look out tomorrow for Sam from Frugalisama, hope I'm saying the name right, and she'll be uploading a video where she'll be reviewing another pattern. Go ahead, look at the playlist. You'll be inspired to make some of the tops that people are reviewing. It's a good way of getting to know some other sewists you might not know of who have YouTube channels. And thank you for watching, and if you're here and you're new to my channel, please take a time to subscribe to the channel. And for my old subscribers, thank you for coming by. And also while you subscribe, please click the bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload a new videos. Other than that, thank you. Until next time. Bye.